Hi guys, welcome to another Mika's Garage. On today's episode we are creating a budget horn button for our FLAT4 steering. Hope you enjoy, don't forget to subscribe and do leave your feedback below. To create our button, the first thing we are going to do is create a paper mold. An easy way to do this is to use white paper and press the edges against the paper using your fingers. Now that we have our paper mold, we can trace it into our aluminium sheets and cut it. Now that we have our outer rough shape, we can use a metal file to trim it and adjust it to the horn button hole. We will repeat this process a second time to get our second ring that makes the mechanism. Now that we have our outer shape done, we will need to cut the inner hole. We can either do this using a 6 cm hole saw, or we can use the normal drill bit to drill small holes close together that will cut the inner diameter. Once we finish cutting the inner diameter, we can use a round metal file to smooth the edges. You also need to make sure that the standard Volkswagen horn button can fit this mold. rings will need to have this inner hole. Now that we have both our rings cut, we will need to drill the 6 holes that will hold the 2 rings together. To do this, we will need to mark 6 holes that will be evenly spaced. For the top ring, we will need to use a 4.5mm drill bit. On the bottom ring, we will start by drilling the 6 holes using a 3.5mm drill bit. The next step is to enlarge the 3 even holes with the 4.5mm drill bit. The final step to prepare the rings is to tap the 3.5mm holes with an M4 thread and paint both rings in off-white. We are now ready to mount our new horn. First, let's put one of the bolts through the top ring and one of the springs underneath the top ring and over the bolt. Then you can tighten the bolt into one of the threaded holes, repeating the process for the other 2 bolts with springs. The next step is to put another 2 bolts through the remaining holes using a nut. We are now ready to put our horn button into the steering wheel. To do so, the first thing is to mask the inner walls of the horn button hole with masking tape. The next step is to connect the horn wire to the mechanism. We do this by using the last bolt and nut and connecting the wire to the top ring. Finally, we just place the horn mechanism into the steering wheel hole and place the standard Volkswagen horn button into the middle hole of the mechanism. Hope you have enjoyed this quick how-to, and do subscribe to our channel. If you have any suggestions, do leave them in the comments. See you next time! it.